Привет, this is Savasia and I present to you Dragon Age Origins. We continue talking to Alistair.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Haha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I shouldn't have brought him up.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be... It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
I don't think you are.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
So you said this Arleman raised you?
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That would explain the smell.
Well, it wasn't until I was 8 that I discovered you didn't have to lick yourself clean. Old habits die hard, you know.
Oh. That would explain the breath as well, then.
And my table manners, too. Though, come to think of it, they weren't all that different from the other Templars. Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on the cold, hard ground, isn't it? Are you having strange dreams?
Ha ha ha! I can't do that, can I? Only once when we are making mad love in my tent.
I think I completely lost my chain of thought. Oh, there it is. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard.
Poor man.
And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respected the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Why did he send you off to the Chantry?
Arleman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
You were young.
and raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Alright.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Chantry?
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you wearing it.
I keep it hidden under my pillow. Sometimes I'll take it out just so I can hug it fondly and remember the good old days. Brings a tear to the eyes, you know.
So this is where you deflect questions with humor, right?
I'd use my shield if I could, but I think you might actually spot me hiding behind it. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
Then make up something more exciting.
You know, I like the way you think. But I guess if you're really curious, there's no harm in obliging. I have a couple of interesting looking moles I can show you later too, if you're interested. The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
What did you enjoy about the training?
The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
I guess my home is with the Grey Wardens now, with you.
It is? I didn't know you felt that way. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way.
They can be rebuilt.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Again.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Can I do anything more about it? Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
No, I have no more questions.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Never mind. I don't dare ask him about the Templar training again without saving, because he might not like that and I don't want to piss him off.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Can you teach others to be a Templar?
I already said I wouldn't.
Okay.
The answer is still no.
Could have been that you had changed your mind.
The Chanters are still operating their board. Now that's dedication.
The Chanters board, by the way, is a place to find quests, and here we have one. Bandits, and everywhere. We are supposed to find bandits. That was obvious, I believe. There are various such instances where we can find quests. One of them is the Chanters board.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail. I was recruited into the Grey Warden.
Have a care where your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like...
So how is it the Terran Low gains?
What? Why did
when
you
even the
interrupt?
Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that
That's
place?
not fair. Right next time, I'll stay standing where I am.
saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. Hero.
I want to see someone. These lot here, they have quests for us, but I don't think I'll be doing any of them.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
Sorry, I can't make traps.
I
Yeah.
didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Yeah, well, that's just a skill I don't have. I don't even know if I have a herbalism skill. No, because I've got Morrigan, it makes no sense talking to that girl then. The other one...
Very well.
I think she wants health poultices.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
You think I'm a refugee?
You look better armed than most refugees that come through. Not implying you're a deserter or the like. I'll trust you can take care of yourself.
Actually, I was more hoping that I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, but my friend does.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
And
Have
we
any
have
luck
that.
finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Right, before I go to the chantry...
accuse me of thievery. I saw you take the supplies from my car.
Shokke basit isra, mara de starit, mera de twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, anan sam kyun. You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse a dwarf. Leave me in peace.
What? You're a prisoner? Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Oh?
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I find myself in need of skilled help.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
I am sworn to defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
Alright, we have a quest regarding that guy. Stop quarreling there, you... Wait. The bandits, you know, because I, then... have one less thing that I need to contemplate or remember.
Shall be done.
There they are.
I shall do it.
Let me see what I've collected in the meantime. A helmet. I can put one on Morrigan. All right. Well, I will recruit Stan. I will not use him overly much. Is there...
Come, let us end this. Learn to fear me. Best beware.
Thank you. So would you do me a favor, all of you?
Oh my god.
Get that Mavari off me.
Here.
Now you fall. Begin the onslaught.
Die, please.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Who is the most weakened enemy right now? Me here. You know what? I'm placing that in your... That's what you get for being helpful. Shouldn't have given these health poultices to the chanter woman. The first spell Morrigan is going to learn is healing.
Now we do battle.
For obvious reasons. Morrigan, you are allowed to attack too. Or are we too far away? Is that it?
Damn you.
Very well. It is begun.
We are apparently too far away.
Watch out.
Interesting to know. I didn't know that or didn't remember that you need to be at least within a certain range of the enemies for them to see, for your companions to get the hint that they are supposed to attack them. Up there, Wait, Alistair, recover a bit, please, and then we go up there. There's a mage up there.
Leave us alone.
Shall be done.
This is potentially problematic. Yeah, well, it is definitely problematic.
I am ready. As you say. Quickly.
Yes, that's very definitely problematic.
Shall be done.
Die, please. I've got more injury kits than healing stuff.
I am your death.
Which means I can more easily afford to have someone die than to heal them. I mean, I haven't a single healing thing.
Shall be done.
Hopefully you do not fight as poorly as you smell.
Very well. It is begun.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
I believe that they will all the same join me
As you say.
and travel with me. At least I hope so.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Well, I don't know, but I'll hope
Shall
so.
be done. As you say.
And I'm getting health poultices again. Alistair gets a... Regains all the amount of health. Cured of a single injury. Cured of up to 3 injuries. Right, on we go. We've got a little time left, which means we can take care of a few more bandits.
But fight, let us do it quickly.
You will learn to fear me. Yes? I see. Let us end this!
What does that do? Doesn't matter.
Send me.
Run while you can!
The Paragons watch over me.
You know what?
As you say.
Another battle, I see. Hopefully you do not fight it.
stunned, that's why, okay. Who just fell? The dog.
I am ready.
Is your time to die?
Can I use an injury kit on the dog?
Run while you can.
Our skill has won the day. As you
No, that
say.
was a useful or a not pointless use of the pinning shot. Oh, there's more.
Really drained.
Or the fools they.
There's more. Not
No quarter
nice.
shall be given.
Are we done? Oh, you've died twice? Never mind. Never mind, okay. There's more Alfred here. A landmark, that's always good.
It shall be done.
Yes, items. Alistair, you have a long sword and this one isn't as good as yours. There is nothing else really. These are better than yours, as are these. And is this. 150, 150. That is not as good as mine. Well, a little. You equipped okay. These landmarks, by the way, are for the dog. And actually,
I shall do it. Very
they
well.
give the dog a bit of
More
a
enemies ahead.
bonus.
Oh, this should be good.
Why are they so efficient?
Here. Send me. Very well.
Let's have at it!
Well, die.
Now you
Wipe them out. Is your time to die?
If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
Die.
Ha-ha!
Could always run into the thick of it.
We fight for honor.
Things get a lot easier later in the game, I know that for sure.
Come, let us end this. If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
Feels too easy.
What?
What? Why did I... Never mind. That should have settled the bandits as far as I know. There aren't any more. Are there? Are there? Report back to the Chanter. No, there aren't. Which means I'm going to go back in the general direction. We're going to get out again. So it doesn't matter if I overlooked an elf route or two. We will go back out anyway.
Very well.
And right now I will, before I turn in the quest, I will position myself here. Because next we're going in there. This was Savasia and Dragon Age Origins. Buweite.